Hello guys, welcome to my channel again. As you can see, I have 3 boxes with parts again and disassembled transmission. So you can guess what's going to happen. Again, last time we tried to fix the transmission only by changing the solenoids. This didn't work, of course. I think the main issue, the transmission doesn't have reverse, is, of course I'm talking about my X5, is because of these friction discs that are in those packages here. So here, I think here, this is the reverse gear and low gears as well. And also, I don't have fourth gear and I don't have fifth gear. Like I have them, but it's slipping a lot. So yeah, I have a lot of parts today under this blanket here. As you can see, this is a full set in order to fully rebuild the transmission. All the discs, friction discs, all the O-rings, everything. Plus, for this clamp here, I have those big pliers. So especially for this clamp. Special tool that I had to buy. So without further ado, let's start disassembling and removing the transmission from the X5. Of course, this is not going to be an easy job, but I think I can handle it. So let's get started. First we have to remove the this plastic. So I started disassembling. The first thing is the under tray. After that is the exhaust, which is very rusty, and you can see me struggling here. Of course, I needed some help with the exhaust from my wife. After that is the prop shaft or drive shaft. The drive shaft was fairly easy. Then the following is the front drive shaft. But for this to happen, you need to drop the transmission and transfer case. So I lowered the car, used my transmission jack and started removing the transfer case along with the front prop shaft. Okay, it's very heavy. Oh, oh, yeah. Oh, one transfer case out. Oh, oh, that was very exhausting. Oh, here, please. Oh, the bolts. Okay, Now, there's only one step left. Remove the gearbox. But before we remove it, we have to drain the oil because it's 10 kilograms, 10 liters of oil. That's a lot. So let's drain the transmission. As we can clearly see, I only managed to get around 5 liters of oil. That's because the rest of the oil is in the torque converter. Hello guys, it's now the next day and we are tackling the rebuild of the gearbox. So, as you can see, the first job to do is to remove the oil pan, and inside is a valve body. For the valve body we need for the accumulator some O-rings, some balls and filters, and two new solenoids. So let's start by unscrewing the oil pan. Okay, now we don't need this anymore. Actually we do. Have to remove this and this. This is for the shifter. Okay, so very carefully we're going to start removing all the electrical connections. Okay, now we need a E8 to remove the valve body. Let me take it. Okay, now first I think we should remove all of the solenoids. First solenoid. Okay, this we have direct replacement or not. They are not the same. This solenoid, if I have to, we'll see what I'll do, but I think it's okay. So the next solenoid to remove is this one. We also have a direct replacement. So let's take it out of the box. Let's unbox it and let's put it in place. Good. First job is done. The next job is to one by one change these solenoids, O-rings. Here we have some O-rings. Let's carefully open them. Okay, let's put them safe. This valve body is the old style. It has no electronics, just some gaskets inside, and it's purely mechanical. So, oh, yeah. A part of the gasket flew off. So this spring is this way. Let's place it how it is. Let's remove all the oil. Some brake cleaner. Remove the excess. Wipe it down. So let's move it out of the way, and we're going to continue with the oil pump, which is located here in this front part. But first I'm going to take a little break, and we're going to continue with that. So next part, have to disassemble transmission. So okay, I see. There's O-ring. This O-ring. Nice. So I'll put this here for now, and let's start working on that. So here, there's a couple of broken plastic. No, it's not broken. They should be like that. Okay. So these are the plastics. We'll change them later. There's a bearing here, piece of here. Okay. Let's see. Torx 45. Let me take a Torx. The pump needed only checking. It was all good inside, not scratched, so I decided to just change the O-rings and continue with the rest of the transmission. Okay, so let's remove this clutch package. So, oh, no material at all. So this is at the top, right? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 2, like that. So let's see. No material, and they're black. 1 inside, 2 inside, 3 inside. Do I have this? Is it this? So no, probably not this. Doesn't fit also. No, it's not here. Definitely not here. Yeah, okay, let's see this. Okay, this probably not here as well. Oh, I don't know, maybe. But okay, where's the top? Okay, top one. So now that below is another one. I don't think this is either. And I don't know how to check. Okay, let's move this. So, oh, I think this is the reverse gear. Yeah, completely broken. I think okay, first let's lay that down. First is this removed. Here was the biggest problem, trying to change the piston without the proper tools. It's absolutely impossible. I don't advise anyone try that. Anything here? No. Nothing, just two plastic washers. No, that's very hard. We have to take the special tool. And let's make it a little easier. Okay, I removed it. It was very hard. Had to use a hammer and screwdrivers, but it's removed. So this is the next clutch assembly. And here I have to change those because they're busted. If they're black, they're no good. And those are black. And it's one inside. Oh, this is completely shut. One inside, one outside, one inside, one outside. So 4 discs. I will reverse them. And here, oh, there's a piece of trash. I don't know if I should remove these. Let's first remove this piece of trash. Now I have to remove everything. Okay, so those are the old ones. Let's see if I have them. So one inside, one outside, one inside, one outside. I think these are the ones, yeah. Those are the ones. Let's continue and see how is this. Also, there's probably some sort of piston here. I think this is for here. So let's put the second batch here. Next is this. Does it have a clutch pack? My thought is maybe yes, but do I want to disassemble it? No, let's leave it. Okay, so that's the second. Now that's the big one here. The bad thing is that I can see the discs are black. Here discs are fine. It's probably going to be okay. But those other ones are really black. Let's check them out. Yeah, they're gone. And I think those were the discs that we were supposed to change. That we changed in the first module. I think that those are the discs. Yeah, that's definitely reverse gear. Look at that. I don't have reverse. That's definitely reverse. There's nothing in them. But we don't have any more discs. That's a huge problem. And I can see the pattern, those the ones that I put there. Those are the ones. But those that I took out, those are also very, very bad. So I'm going to improvise, and let me just put them like that. I'm going to take from the other gearbox look at that. Great shape. Okay. I'm wondering if I should put the whole assembly. Maybe use this directly. Should I use it? Or should I replace it? Okay, let's replace it, I think. So, those are the bad. Here, put the upper ones. Now, oh, there's one more at the bottom. Those are the bad. And do I have something I can remove here? Sounds like I think this is something, and we will probably be able to change the piston inside. So let's put this to the side. Let's take clamps. I rebuilt everything. There's just a bit more seals. This is not in all the way. Because there's two holes here. Like those two should align with these. Those should be here. So that's not all the way. Okay, I'll take a little break. Okay, they're in. Now, the worst part. This clamp. And yeah, it's fine. It has to be like that. Exactly. I think that's it. I generally think that's it. I don't think there's anything else. I think that's it. Let's try and put the lid back on and see what will happen. I didn't film the entire process. It was very, very hard and didn't have any battery left. So, but it was boring anyway, just me wiggling the transmission. And yeah, this kinda has to be like that. Oh no, or like, no, it can't be. No, it's not like that. Should be like that, but doesn't align. Let's try a different strategy. Let's try and put it here. Okay, I think that's how it's supposed to be done. And yeah. Which way is up? Okay, that's up. So should be. No. Не бе, човек, това е горе. Е така. Hello and welcome to this transmission saga again. Yesterday we rebuilt the transmission and today we are going to assemble everything. Let's start by changing this This is 22 years old and it's original BMW. As you can see, it's all cracked here. There are cracks here, pretty much everywhere. There are cracks, but it's 22 years old, so I guess that's something. Okay, we have brand new bolts for the drive shaft. Now, let me put the transmission. The process of reassembly is backwards of the disassembly. Basically, put the transmission, after that
transfer case, prop shafts, and exhaust and under trays. Nothing special here, but I did do a very big mistake here. I installed the transmission directly on the torque converter while the torque converter is attached to the flywheel. That's a huge mistake, and that's how I broke my pump. So before that, I only worked on manual transmissions where you have the clutch, obviously, no torque converter, so I didn't know that. But yeah, here I broke the pump of the transmission, which made the transmission overheat. It made it not switch gears. It made a lot of bad things inside the transmission, so I basically broke it. Otherwise, I think if I didn't do that, the transmission would be completely fine because the assembly of the transmission went really well. I kinda almost broke the pistons, but the pistons were good after that. I checked them, I tested them with compressed air, and they worked just fine. So if I didn't forget the torque converter, that you put the torque converter on the transmission and then transmission on the engine and then both the torque converter, if I did that, basically I would have been good. But yeah, you live and you learn, and now I know. But other than that, here it went really well for me, except that after that fact the car didn't work at all.
Okay, we hooked up the transmission. Now we are bolting up the drive shaft. Next job, exhaust. And after exhaust, fill up the transmission and see if everything works. Okay. Let's get that exhaust. Hello, welcome to the saga again. As you can see, I now have 1, 2, 3, 4 gearboxes. Let me explain what happened. I stopped filming. Last time we made a huge mistake. First of all, when rebuilding the transmission, there are some pistons inside, and those pistons you need a special tools to install. I didn't know, so I kind of screwed up all the pistons. Also, I made another huge noob mistake. When I put the transmission on, my old transmission, here you can see, I didn't take off the torque converter. I put the torque converter directly on the engine and then put the transmission on the torque converter, and I broke the pump. You can see here a lot of pieces of metal. The pump is shattered on many pieces. So that's another mistake I made. Uh, After that, I took a used transmission, very cheap, because it had issues, and I tried rebuilding my transmission with it, but it had problems with, you guess what, pistons again. So my pistons are busted. The other transmission pistons are busted. I busted my oil pump. The transmission from the E39 is different. So at the end, I just went and bought a new transmission. Well, brand new second-hand transmission, of course, from a 3-liter petrol engine from the same X5 3-liter petrol, but there are differences between petrol and diesel. So differences in the oil pump and also difference in the tail. This right here is different, and it was a facelift, so it had a different transfer case, the newer ones. So I swapped my own tail and I swapped my own bell housing with the oil pump, and I assembled it pretty much. I did not touch anything inside except for remove the valve body and clean it well, because there was some paste, and if it gets into the solenoids, it's busted. So I cleaned everything. I put my bell housing, I put my tail with, it turns out, I didn't know that, but you can change the, yeah, here's the old one. You can change only this, and this is for the newer style transfer cases, but you can change only this without opening up the transmission. I didn't know, so now I know this as well. And pretty much you can see it's a really big mess here. I have transmission parts everywhere. Here's the graveyard, the graveyard with transmission parts. I just have 4 transmissions now. But I got the hang out of them. Also, I have like something about 6 or 7 filters. Like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah, 7 oil filters for those transmissions. I also have oil. What about oil? I bought. So here's, and I did throw some of them, but here's 5 liters, 10 liters, 15 liters, 12 liters, 20 liters, 25 liters. There are 2 more, but I don't know where they are anymore. So I spent a lot of money trying to fix this X5, and it was a nightmare. But I'm on the final stretch, guys. This is the torque converter. This is not my torque converter. This is a torque converter from the transmission from the E39 that I took at the beginning. Because my torque converter is busted. I busted my oil pump and torque converter because I didn't take it out of the engine. And you're supposed to take it out from the engine, put it on the transmission, and then put the transmission on the engine. But now I know. So it was very hard getting here. It's now 1.5 months later from when we started this whole saga. So it has been like, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 weekends I'm at this, and nothing worked. I had to go around 1,200 kilometers just to find the transmission that is working, so I can get at this point. Everything is oily. You can take a look at that X5 is just covered in transmission oil. I'm covered in transmission oil. This is covered in transmission oil. Everything's covered in transmission oil. I don't know if I will be able to wash this. This is very hard to wash. Yeah, that's it was a nightmare. I used around maybe 15, 16 brake cleaners in the process. Yeah, a lot of wasted money. And yeah, now I have this, it's assembled, it's torqued to spec, everything is good. Also, I found out that you cannot buy just any oil. If you buy just any oil, these transmissions break. They are supposed to have genuine BMW oil, which is 30 euros per liter. So it takes 10 liters, this means 300 euros for 10 liters. The other oil is for 10 liters, I think 100 euro or something like that. So it's triple the price, but this is supposed to make it last longer. Yeah, graveyard of parts everywhere. Torque converters, I now have 3. So yeah, wasn't a good experience. But right now I'm on final stretch. I just have to fill up the torque converter with oil. It takes around 1.5 or 2 liters of oil. You have to fill it up before putting it on the transmission. That's absolutely mandatory. Otherwise you break the torque converter. So what I have to do now is fill the torque converter, put this transmission on the jack stand, put the torque converter on the transmission, install the transmission on the engine, tighten the torque converter to the flywheel, and after that pretty much it's yeah, put everything back together: transfer case, drive shaft, heat shields, exhaust, and that's it. So I'm not going to put you through that process again. You already know the process. I filmed a disassembly and then an assembly and then a disassembly, and then I just stopped filming. 7 times I took the transmission out of the car, 7 times, and I tried 7 times installing it, rebuilding it 5 times. It was a nightmare. This is my last attempt. I was also thinking maybe of retrofitting a transmission from an E53, which is a ZF 8 HP transmission. That's perfect transmission, 8 gears, but too expensive and too hard to do. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do: filling up the torque converter, getting everything ready, and I'm pretty much going to put you back on for the end of the video. If this shitbox runs, I'm going to show you. If it doesn't run, again, I'm going to show you. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do: fill up, and this is my last try, guys. Let's see.